Hello guys, I'm James. Here I am today showing you through the second part of my floppy comic, my 32-page floppy comic book, which I've created all by myself. It's all designed homemade and I want to share it with you right now. So in my last video I took you through the tale of two young lovers and Kieran gets her retail therapy. If you haven't already checked that video out, go check it out now because it's relevant to the second part. Anyway, today I want to take you through the second part of this comic. Now, this part is slightly lengthier than the first part. This part is about 18 pages. The first part was about 14 pages. And it starts with Kieran, our main character. See down here it says Kieran gets the tyres of her car avenged. And James, her boyfriend. Now he's saying to her, who would do this? She's saying, don't know, babe. See, it's a quite a nice sunny day. Here's the car in the foreground with the tyres slashed. So, let's get started. First page. Here's a picture of Hitler. He's saying, that is why I will now show that Jew what he gets for doing that. QR code, scan for virtual tour. Me with a face mask on saying, to find out more about this author, check out MLY because we CFN, my YouTube page. Here we see it's dedicated to King Charles III, who is the king of my country in England now. Anyway, next page. Here I'll give a little description of what the book's about. This is a story of a lady named Kieran and of her boyfriend, James, and their relationship together. And a bitter Jew named Adam, who holds a grudge against them. And here is Adam. He's got his skull cap and his curly sideburns. He's saying, I am not bitter. He bullied me at school and he needs to pay. Please turn over. So, next page. Next page, here we have Adam. He's brandishing a knife. And he says, someone like me would do this. This is a continuation of the first page where I said, who would do this? He's saying, someone like me would do this, bully. Do you remember me? It's Adam. James says, no, I don't remember you. Kieran says to James, James, he's got a knife. And Adam says, I don't just slash tyres. Now we have James saying, oh really? Watch how the spirit of Hitler will return to Earth now and strike you. Adam says, who is Christian Goldman? James says, what? Next page. And you can't really see the writing here because it's done in a biro, but I've said, because I remember back in the 90s when I was going around on the buses, I'd always see that graffiti. Then we have James looking at Adam saying, what the fuck has that got to do with anything? Why did you slash the tyres of my car? And Kieran's running towards him saying, James, don't get him angry. Adam says, because I remember you always graffitiing your name at school. I thought you might know that name. James has lost his patience now and he says, ex duos Adolfo Hitlerius invocare. And he points. And then we see Hitler in the foreground. He's about to attack Adam. Adam says, fuck you, Hitler. Hitler says, no, fuck you. Next page, an advert of Killers of the Flower Moon, Leonardo DiCaprio, Robert De Niro, Lily Gladstone, a brilliant film. And on the next page, congratulations. By reading to the end of this story, you've won a ticket to see Killers of the Flower Moon at the date and time shown on this ticket. This is my ticket from when I went to see that film in the cinema, 1st of November 2023. The next page takes the story in a tangent. Here we have Erie, Indiana. This is a page I copied from a magazine. This is Erie, Indiana. Population 16,661. And this is the landscape. So it's got some ominous looking mountains in the background, and then in the foreground the buildings and the railway tracks and the rest of it, you know. And so we've taken the story into another sort of sub-story now. And we have, in Erie, Indiana, Janani is cooking a lasagna for her boyfriend. And the boyfriend says, baby, when you finish, I want to fuck you. There's a clock. She's saying, tihi. Next page, we have, and a green giant on roller skates is chasing a black man. Here's the black man down here saying, Jesus, a green giant on roller skates, feet do your worst. And the green giant saying, come to daddy. There's just some filler on the back here. But that's the third instalment of this comic. So, fourth instalment. James Ketchum in the Book of Curses. Sophia Leone, 1997 to 2024. She's saying, I've made so much money this year off of a pad and a pen, I'm thinking of never selling packs again. Next page. So we have a quite apocalyptic image here. Apocalyptic kind of image with a man with a staff in the foreground, and he's looking out at a building sinking into the sea and the sun's setting. And it is the clock at 3:30. I have a man looking at his hands saying, there's blood on my hands and it won't come off, a reference to the Shakespeare play Macbeth. I'm not sure if any of you get that, but I studied it at school, so, you know. There's a woman crying. It seems to be the end of the world. And then we have an atomic bomb being dropped and a mushroom cloud with boom written at the bottom of it. And then, arm yourself against the undead. So now the world is full of roving zombies after this nuclear attack, and these are the materials you might need to defend yourself against them. There's a picture of a rifle, another picture of a rifle, a picture of an AK-47, a man shooting a bow and arrow, a chainsaw, a Smith & Wesson pistol, and a .45 Magnum pistol with a silencer. And on the back, Hades. These are people wandering around in the underworld. So the world's ended. You know, we're all in some hellish environment. Basically, a reflection of how I kind of view the world today. So there you have it. We have the first and second part, which again, if you haven't looked at already in my previous video, please check it out now. We have the third and fourth part, which I've just shown you. And I hope to keep making some more comics and sharing them with you here on YouTube. Anyway, thank you for watching, everyone. Goodbye.